Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte from Daily Beats and welcome to another video tutorial. In today's video we are going to make a lo-fi rap beat and I'm going to make the drums and try to make the instruments lo-fi too. We have an option or a way to we actually have lo-fi drums here inside FL Studio and we are going to use it, and then the instruments we are going to find ways to make them more lo-fi. So I would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification so that you know when we upload new videos. And if you have any questions or suggestions, just leave them in the comments below and I will answer. And be sure to take a look at our website www.dailybeats.pt. We have free products, and if you like our tutorials, consider buying a sample pack or a plugin so that we can continue making new tutorials. So with that out of the way, let's start. So the first thing I'm going to do is to change the BPM. I want around 88. And one of the ways to have lo-fi drums is to go here, drums, and open up drum pad. Not this one. It's drum X, actually. Drum X. And this is the demo version, so it will insert silence after a while of playing. So let's go here, let's go to hip hop, and where is lo-fi? Oh, here actually, lo-fi. So let's choose breakbeat 1. Okay, let me check the other ones. I don't like this kick, but I like this snare and this hi-hat. Okay, let me see how can I change this kick. I don't know how to use this because I usually don't use this drum X. Okay, let's try this on this one here. I like this. Or let's go first the 5. I like the 5th. Let's go first and see the others. Oh, I prefer this one. As you can see, this will insert some silence between the when playing after 1 minute or so. So let's go here and let's start making the rhythm. Let me go here and make this one a back-to-back kick. Give it a little bit of swing and lower the volume. Something like this. Okay, another kick here. So let's copy now this. Oops. Let's copy this pattern. Okay. Now let's go with hi-hats. Let me put this one here also. Okay, so let's go ahead here and make this loop. Probably here. Okay, I like it, but this one I think is too high in terms of volume. Okay, I like it more. So now let's go here, and yeah, I think it's cool like this. Let's record this loop. Let's go to MISC, Edison, so that I know that I will use this loop for the entire beat, but you can also do some variations, or even if you have drum X instead of the demo version, you have the full version, you can use it as you please. But in this case, I want to record it. I will put on play because it will give me a marker for the beginning of the loop, and I want to record it so that I can use it on the playlist and I will not have any silence. So let's go ahead. Oops, I have to put this on record also. Okay, so now let me see one thing. Let me delete these ones. Yeah, I prefer this without the studio rim shot. So let's go ahead and do the same thing again. Let's go over to Edison, hit record and hit play. Okay, now we have a loop here. We can double click on this marker and delete it, and then we can also delete this marker here. Let's grab or drag or copy the sample or selection into the playlist like this, and now we can close the drum X. Let's select this let's make this selection so that we can loop it. Let's leave it playing, and now we can call these drums or drum loop. Maybe drum loop is better. Drum loop, and I can now, for instance, so let's say I want to keep this for future, so that I know which kit I use. So I can go here, drum X, and I put lo-fi old keyboard. This way I know which was the kit that I used, so I can copy now the name and replace it with an empty channel or empty sampler, and this way I know which preset I used to create these drums. And now I can also call this loop or this audio file the same thing. So now let's go ahead here and let's add here a little bit of EQing. I want to give the bottom part a little bit of boost. Okay, and now I want to compress it. As you can see, the drums are very weak, and that's the way lo-fi works, because the information is very small. You have like 8 or 12 bits of information. We can also add some saturation, and let's go here with the threshold. Let's increase the ratio to 2. Let's add some compression, and let's give it a little bit of the gain. Okay, sounds good. Let's call this mix. Let's route drum loop to the mix. Okay, and now it's time to start making. We can go two ways. We can either use samples and then lower the bit depth, or we can use instruments. In this case, I'm going to use instruments. I'm going to grab an electric piano, and then I'm going to put it on channel 4, because on channel 3 we will have instruments, and this will be a piano. and the instruments will go to the EPN, or all the instruments will go to this group, the group 3, and the group 3 will go to the mix channel. Why I do this? Because I want to open up here what's the name of the plugin I'm trying to find, maybe in MISC. I don't remember the name of the plugin. I don't know if it's one of these. No, it's not a vocoder. Oh, it's the squeeze. It's under distortion, squeeze, and this allows us to let me see how let me see any preset. No. Yeah, let me first draw some notes, and then I will worry about the distortion, not the distortion, but the lo-fi-ing, if I can say that. So let's go ahead and start playing some stuff. I like note C. Actually, I like D. I like this loop. I'm just using black notes. It's not what I'm looking for, even though it makes a nice effect. It's not this one that I'm trying to find. I don't find it, so I'm going to use L1 plus Ultra Maximizer Stereo, because this allows me to put it something like this. Actually, the effect is the same, pretty much the same. I was hoping to have a worse sound than that. Let me see if I have another kind of plugin that I can use to lower the bit depth. Sorry about this, but I'm not finding. No, not this one. I think one of these allowed it to lower the bit depth. No, this is depth of other thing, but I like this effect here, and I will leave it for the entire group. Let's go to flanger. Let me try the flanger, and let's see if this one is the one that has the bit depth parameter. Flangus. Which also is giving me a nice effect. So let me check the phaser. You probably are screaming at me because I don't know where the thing I'm trying to find, and I don't know where is it. LST. No, not LST. No, here is a lo-fi. Okay, now I could find. Okay, now we are talking. This flavor to the beat. You can I hope you can listen to the noise that is added to the beat, and that's what I was looking for. Okay, now let's go ahead and add some bass. Let's go to instruments. Let's keep it FL Studio Native. Let's put this on the 5th channel. Let's bring this to the instrument mix. Okay, I'm just copying the melody, but nothing. Okay, this is the bass. Let's go ahead here and give it a little bit of parallel reverb. So what I'm going to do is to make all the instruments lo-fi, and even the beats, the drums, make all that lo-fi and then mix it with high quality. And this is one of the approaches. You could also make a beat and then lo-fi it, if that's a word, but in this case I'm going to do this way. So I'm going to use IRL full stereo reverb, which is a convolver reverb. You can also use Fruity Convolver, which will give you pretty much the same result. I like this one here. Let me grab a filter, Fidelity EQ. Okay, I like this. This is aux reverb. I can even lower a little bit more. Okay. This is probably modulation. We can also add a little bit of this is nice. Actually, I never used this effector, which is a nice plugin. This is ring modulation. On the transients, or no, maybe not. This is stereo, but I want this one here. Okay, so what else can we add here? Maybe a piano or even a guitar, but let's go with the piano, close grand. Let's put this on channel 6. Channel 6 here. Let's lower the volume and bring it to, or route it to instruments. Now let's go ahead and I like this kind of notes here. Okay, let me see if they will work together. So let's go here and let's bring this up, and also this for up, and oops. Let's follow the melody. So one thing that I probably am going to do is to lower the speed of this, or the length of these notes. Just to have the kind of staccato mode. Let's bring it down a little bit. Let's add a Fidelity EQ so that we can give space to the bass. This is the piano. Okay, let's let me check what else can I do here. Let me go ahead and bring my preset of mastering, my master preset. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring the volume of this beat up. Let's add a little bit of compression here, around -3, or the reduction around -3. Here in the mid side EQ, I want to open up the side and apply a low cut. So that is a little bit better in terms of sound quality. Bring up a little bit of the mids and stereo separation for the highs. As you can see, this is kind of how can I say, a modern lo-fi, because we are applying concepts that I use to make beats, high quality beats, and I'm trying to bring them to lo-fi, which means low fidelity, lo-fi. That's why we have Fidelity EQ, which is a EQ that we created. This one here, not this one. This one here is Fidelity EQ because it's high fidelity, and lo-fi means low fidelity. So we are applying this kind of modern tools to old school concepts or sonorities. Let's go here to add a little bit of splitEnhancer to bring up a little bit of the high frequencies. You can see that if I put in hard mode, it's a little bit more harsh. Let's put in soft mode. Let's bring here the L1 limiter and let's decrease the threshold so that we have a little bit more signal. Okay, we are still in a good way. So we have minus 1.6 dBs of compression here in this limiter. I will open this one and I will just put this on minus 0.3 and I will close this and put this in domain, the analog domain. And yeah, that's it. Now let me go here to the effector and let me check what each parameter does. Okay, something around here. Let me check this one. Okay, I want it here. Okay, something like this. You see the difference? I don't want chorus because it will destroy our bass. Not destroy, but it will affect our bass. I'm trying, maybe I could also use this on the mix. So let me see. Because the drums, even though they say is lo-fi, they have good quality. So let me take it off from effector. Okay, sounds better, especially in the snare. Let me lower a little bit of the noise. Okay, and we can also do something here, which is here in the Fruity Parametric EQ2, which limits our top frequencies. We can go here and add a new curve, and let's bring it around, I don't know, maybe this is what, 5K here, and let's reduce a little bit of the lows, of the highs, and this should be very smooth. And we can also maybe reduce something like this. The bass, I'm going to do the same for the bass, because I know lo-fi beats don't usually have a lot of bass. Okay, something like this. This is, I don't know, a flavor. I don't like this. It's too high frequency in terms of the high frequencies are a little bit too much for this style, at least for me. I like to have it a little bit more muffled. Okay. Also, it masks a little bit of the noise that is included with the effector. You see? Okay. Now what else? What else can we add here? Let me try here a melody. Okay. I like this, so let's record it, because I don't want to try to figure out which tempo is, so I'm going to record notes and automations. It was not this what I intended. Actually, we have to So let me go here to C5. So I'm going to, I will have to make the notes here, or play the notes here, and I also need a blend recording. So if I record everything, if I record something without blend recorded, these notes will be erased. So I have to go here and put blend. I'm going to try it out first. Okay, I like this. So let's go ahead, notes and automation. Okay, so you see the notes below, they continue there, and now we have these ones here. So let's go ahead here and see and check if the notes are too far apart. So this sounds good. Let's listen. Oops, let's take out record. Okay, here it's a little bit off. You could leave those small nuances, because it could bring more life to the beat. So let me go ahead and take this off, and let me grab a Rhodes to see if the Rhodes will work here nicely. So let's go here, instruments, and let's see, let me copy. Okay, I like it, but I will still add a close or a grand piano. Let me add the grand piano. Let me check it out. Okay. Maybe the Rhodes, I will have it in a lower octave. Very low, just to give some kind of layer to the piano. So this is Rhodes, and this is stage piano. Okay, so let's put this on the instruments. Okay, sounds better. Okay, now what else can we do here? Let's add some brass. I don't use brass in a while, so let me go ahead and see what I can do here. Let's bring these two instruments. I want low notes. Like it. So let me go ahead and add here. Okay, let me play it again. So notes and automations. Let's play this. Okay, just messing around. It went very well, but what the heck. So let's see. So what I was trying to do was to have this one here finish at the snare, have another one here starting at the snare, and maybe bring this one here, something like this, to make this kind of let me see. Okay, I like it. okay, just catching what notes I'm playing. So now this goes here, okay, something like this. We can also add here a new octave. Brass. Very low. So now let's go ahead. I think we can say that the beat is done. At least I like it like this. Has a lot of elements that I like. We could also check the bass and the brass because they are very similar in terms of frequencies. Not similar, what I'm trying to say is that they are both low frequencies. So let me go here to the brass, effect, fidelity, EQ, and let me cut a little bit of the low frequencies of the brass. Okay. Now let's go and review the master chain. So here we have the EQ. I don't know if this is an EQ that you could probably use for a lo-fi beat. I just made this up in thinking what kind of sound I expect from a lo-fi beat. And what I did was to cut here. So let me take off the EQ. I like this because it's more muffled, it's still have quality, but it's more, you know, lo-fi, I think. And that's one of the characteristics of lo-fi, is that it does not have a lot of high frequencies, because since we are reducing the beat depth, for instance, let's say here in FL Studio, if we go to File, Export, and let's say WAV file or WAV file. Okay, so I have to save it somewhere, but I will not render. So let's go here. In WAV we have WAV bit depth, and here we have 16, 24, and 32. 16 is the CD quality. So lo-fi is lower than that. So it's 12, 14, 12, 8. So the lower you go, the less information you have, because you have less bits to hold information. And since you have less bits, all your the high frequencies, you will not have too much information. It's not what I'm trying to say. So if you decrease the bit depth of your signal, you are decreasing the number of the resolution of your sound. If your sound has less resolution, you will see that you will have a decline in high frequencies, especially with 8 and 12 bits, or even lower than 8. If you go to 14 and 16, you will start seeing that you will not have a lot of effect. But with 8, especially with 8, you lose a lot of frequency content, and that way, that's what makes or that's the base for me applying this kind of EQ. We could also even go ahead and increase our not here, increase our low cut, something like this, even to what, 65 maybe. I don't know, it's a little bit cleaner in terms of noises and everything, and I think it fits better, at least the way I'm thinking about lo-fi. But let's go here. Stereo separation, I will leave it as is. Or even I can even go a step further. If, for instance, instead of stereo separated, I could bring it mono, even the high frequencies. This is true lo-fi. Okay, so let me take off the... Okay, now here the EQ, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little, it can be overkill applying this EQ, but I like it because it masks a little bit of the high frequency noise. Let's go here to the first stage of limiting, of limiter. 1.2 is okay, I can live with that. We can also reduce this to 12 and now increase a little bit more. If I put 8, you can see that we have a lot of E's. We could do something like this. So this is the final result of this beat is a very lo-fi beat, and you can see that we add a lot of effects. For instance, this effector. Let me take it off. This brings that small noise. Okay. So the next step would be to name everything. So this is electric, I can live with that. So let's do bass, close ground, Rhodes, grand piano, and brass. Okay, so it's pretty much named. Let's go here to split by channel, and now we can split our different patterns to each individual track. So let me put the bass first. Let me take this off. Okay, select something like this. So this part will be our verse. Let me take off the browser. This part will be our chorus, and this part will be our verse. So for the verse, what else? What do I want? I just want something like this: the bass, the drums, and the electric piano. I could maybe introduce here the brass. Okay, just let's listen one more time. Maybe I can do something like this. Maybe not, maybe the piano. Okay, the piano sounds nice. I like it. Okay, so we are 44 minutes into this tutorial. I think we can call it a night. It's night outside already, and it's only 6:25 p.m. Okay, so this is it, how you can do a lo-fi beat. I hope you like these techniques that I showed you here, and I would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification so that you know when we upload new videos. And if you have any questions or suggestions, just leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. And also visit our website www.dailybeats.pt. And if you like to see these tutorials and you would like to see them continue, please go ahead and go to our website and I don't know, maybe help us out buying a drum kit or a sample pack or a plugin. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.